Hey, what's going on, y'all? Long time no see, but we back at it again. Wanted to hit mobility for today. Granted that a lot of people are now going to be heading into the summer. We're going to be running outside. We're going to be getting into a lot of movement. What I wanted to do is introduce you guys to a dynamic warm-up that's going to help prepare you for these type of activities per se. So first thing we do is a three-way shin stretch. So it's really important that we stretch the muscles of the shin and the muscles that exist in our lower leg region in order to not only avoid shin splints but to protect our knee. So this is how we do it. So you're gonna be up against the wall or you could be up against a bench or whatever. I don't have one, so I'm gonna show you like this. First thing we do, we're going to put our big toe on the floor. So let me show you without a shoe. We're gonna put our big toe on the floor and kind of push forward, getting a nice stretch all throughout our shin and especially our foot. So we're gonna do it with our big toe pointing directly behind us. Then we're gonna rotate to where now our foot is outward and lastly inward. So I'll show you from the front. So here we have shin stretch forward. Look at my foot rotate. Shin stretch out and lastly shin stretch in. All right? Coming up now into our standing alternating hamstring stretch. So all we're gonna do is stagger and we're gonna reach to the outside of that foot. So again, we're gonna stagger, point your toes up, protect the knee, and we're gonna reach to the outside with the opposite hand. All right? Now we have our standing quad stretch with your opposite hand. Grab your foot and you're gonna reach up high, high, pulling back, opening up the chest. So I'll show you again from the side. You're gonna reach opposite, grab, stand tall, get a nice stretch. Now we have a side to side lunge. That's really gonna open up our adductors. What we're doing here, touch the floor, coming back, touch the floor. Make sure that we're staying square. We don't really need to go far, except right here, again, stretching our adductors. Next thing we have is a crescent to hamstring stretch. So this is for our hip flexors. So what you're gonna do, in the half kneeling position, rotate your hands and open up like a crescent moon. Then in order to do the hamstring stretch, we either can just simply extend our hamstring or from this position, come up and do the same. So it'd be here, opening up, either coming back here or standing straight and bringing that leg back, pointing that toe back. Next one we have is our IT band stretch, right? It's the connective tissue that goes alongside here. What we're gonna do for this one, we're going to cross our legs. The leg that is in front, make sure that it is even, the toes are even. What we're now gonna do is reach to the instep of the back foot, right? The instep of the foot that is behind. So again, we're gonna switch. I'll show you from the side. Reach, instep of that back foot, all right? Coming up to our standing glute stretch. What we're doing here, pull up. If you guys are familiar with the pigeon stretch, it's very similar. So again, grabbing your heel, pulling your muscle towards you, grabbing the heel, pulling in an upward motion to really get a good stretch in the glutes. Coming up to our hip hurdles, how we're gonna do it, we're going to be at an angle. For our hip hurdles, we're not going to face straight. We're not gonna be facing forward. We're gonna move in a motion that forces us to rotate our bodies in order to bring our hips over. So we're gonna come forward, right, rotating like that. And we're also gonna move backwards. We're rotating like this, but again, opening up to the side that the hip is working. So for my right hip is coming back, I'm opening up, right? My left hip, opening up, all right? Now we have our overhead and side reach, very simple. Coming up, get a nice stretch in the side, get a nice stretch in the side. Coming over, bending, rolling up on the vertebrae. Get a good stretch, right? So it's side, side. I like to bend over and then come up and really open up. Last one that we have is a dynamic chest stretch. How we're gonna do that, we're gonna pretend to make snow angels. So we're gonna keep a slight bend in our knees. We're gonna come from a W position or like an angel position, and we're gonna push all the way up. So again, W, coming all the way up. So I'll show you from the side. Here, I'm kind of bringing my palms behind my ears. Slight squat, and then push up, almost like a wall slide or a supine wall slide. All right. So that concludes today's session, mobility, and we're gonna hit it back again. Watch your gap. You heard?